What is up and welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. This is going to be my review of the Netflix original show, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, starring Ellie Kemper, Titus Burgess, Kane, and Jane Krakowski. Now, for those of you who enjoyed 30 Rock and enjoyed the stylings of Tina Fey, whether she's in front of the camera or behind it, in this case, she co-created this show and helps executive produce it, and I love Tina Fey. I think she's not only just, again, here we go, insert shallow. I wish I had an edit. Insert shallowness to the show right here. She's attractive, she's beautiful, she's just fucking beautiful, man. And she's funny, and she can act, and I don't know. I mean, just anything from Mean Girls to even last year's Muppets Most Wanted, just in a simple acting role. Tina Fey in a Russian accent. Good stuff. But that ends the shallow part of the show, so we move on. So yes, Tina Fey is definitely a talent that television is in movies. I think it's amazing to have her working today, and she co-created this show, as I said, and it is funny. It is enjoyable. It is just one of my favorite new shows now already. I enjoyed the cast a lot. I enjoyed the story, which is definitely what hooked me at first. I'm just like, that sounds really interesting. That's very different. Of course, Netflix picked it up after NBC said, we may air it, we may not. Fuck you, NBC. You canceled Scrubs, Freaks and Geeks, and a slew of other shows that I probably will list, but at the same time no one will remember but me. So, go fuck yourself. Thank you, Netflix, for keeping this show alive and actually greenlighting it for 2 seasons, so I cannot wait for next year already, because there are some cliffhangers like any good show does. So, the quick synopsis for this show is that Ellie Kemper's character, Kimmy Schmidt, is in a cult that believes it was already the end of the world due to an insane preacher that told them so, and sadly they were just innocent young teenagers, with the exception of one Mexican lady who was already an adult, but still. They were trapped in a bunker for 15 years, and it opens up basically from the pilot episode here that they are found by police and FBI because they were missing for 15 fucking years, and they are adults now. At least the ones that were teenagers, they are adults now. They're pushing 30, and from there we have our story of Kimmy Schmidt wanting to start a new life for herself, start anew, and she finds out going from Indiana to New York is her best plan. She wants to travel, and she wants to just experience life anew. And yes, Ellie Kemper has been typecasted in this role before, especially in supporting roles like in The Office or in Bridesmaids. But I think here her character is so much more than just a dim-witted innocent character. She's actually very smart, but very kind, strong, and just hence the name of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. She was dealt a shitty hand, along with her new roommate slash friend, Titus. I forget his last name. It's some over-the-top name, but the actor's name is Titus Burgess, as I said in the opening. Anyways, they soon end up being roommates, and they both feel like they've been dealt a shitty hand. Titus Burgess' character is a gay black man just trying to make it in Broadway, trying to find his just breakout hit role, and Kimmy Schmidt's just that person just trying to live a new life, trying to forget all the crappiness that had happened to her in 15 years of being in a bunker. And they're both just at a crossroads in their life, and they're both just trying to, make it, just trying to make things happen. And they got to be strong and this and that. And from there, more awesomeness propels them to just keep going with life and enjoying it, as well as growing up a little bit, understanding life, just dealing with new situations. Like on Kimmy's side, we see her getting a job, dating, and all this other stuff. And it sounds a little dull in that respect, but it's not, because Ellie Kemper does such a damn good job here as portraying this innocent but willing character. She's just really wanting to understand the world around her, because she technically left the world 15 years prior, and then it's present day New York. So yeah, and then she ends up getting a job with Jane Krakowski's character as her babysitter to babysit her young son and teenage stepdaughter, and she basically plays Jenna Maroney. Jane Krakowski, she does a good job of this rich socialite character. I don't know if she's actually like that, but apparently that's her forte, and I just don't really care for that character to an extent. But the Jenna Maroney character in 30 Rock, since a lot of this shit feels like 30 Rock to an extent, especially the humor, but it's not 30 Rock. Thank God it's not a carbon copy, because that would have kind of pissed some people off. But it's not, especially with Tina Fey working behind the scenes in this show. But yeah, Jane Krakowski's character kind of got a little but at the same time they gave her a better backstory compared to just that spoiled, rotten actress character that she played in 30 Rock. It kind of got tiring after a while, and I didn't really care for the character too much. But here, she's at least given kind of a soul to an extent, just a little bit, but not really. But anyways, then we also have Kane, who plays the landlord to Titus and Kimmy Schmidt, and she's so fucking out there. Kane has popped up recently as the Penguin's mom in Gotham, and I think that's so cool. She's getting work. That's awesome. And she's very funny. Her humor comes from the fact that she's so fucking spaced out all the time. Possibly on drugs, probably. And drinking and smoking. She does a lot of that in the show, but it's hilarious, and it's very subtle humor too. Very deadpan humor, and I very much enjoy her character on the show. But yeah, binge watching an entire season in about 4 or 5 days, it is what it is. Netflix is awesome for keeping shows original like this, and it's good to see that this comedy is funny, it's endearing, it's just, it's got some damn good, strong characters in it, and it's got some great special guest stars and cameos. The entire cast is great and has great chemistry, and I can't wait for season 2, as I just can't wait to enjoy it. Yet another show that Netflix has made that I've enjoyed a lot. I've enjoyed Orange is the New Black. I've seen a couple episodes of House of Cards. Too early to judge, but it is good. Respect to the show, because it is pretty good. I haven't seen it all, though, so shame on me. But Arrested Development was fine, too. So Netflix is on a roll. They're getting some good shit out there, and I'm very happy for this show. This is definitely something I can't wait for season 2 next year. So yeah, those are my old jumbled thoughts. It's very difficult to judge a TV show and review it. Not so much judge, but review it, especially when it's season by season. So the whole overview, I'm definitely not going to spoil the entire season for y'all. So definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. If you definitely enjoy Tina Fey's style of humor, along with the New York setting and some great cast of characters, especially Ellie Kemper, a very huge, strong performance from her, and the supporting cast of Titus, Burgess, Kane, and Jane Krakowski, I highly recommend it, as I've already babbled on and said over and over. So yes, check it out. If you have Netflix, if you want a good laugh or two and enjoying a few episodes at a time, or if you're going to binge watch it all in one shot, go for it. I say enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. So thank you so much for watching my overall thoughts on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, the Netflix series. So yeah, I don't know why I paused there. Feel free to comment below, like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff in between. So until next time, I'm Anthony Flores with Worth a Watch. And wow, I can't say keep going to the movies on this one. We'll see you next time. We'll leave it at that.